Hello, social media. I'm Steve Ludwig, aka Mr. Insurance. A lot of times during the holiday seasons, I get a lot of questions and they revolve around rental car insurance. So a person goes to the rental car place and the question comes up at the desk of, do you want to take the insurance that they recommend, or do you want to use your own? Well, so I'll get a question. Does my insurance cover it? And then also, if a person has an SR22, will that transfer onto the rental car coverage? So I'm going to answer in a couple of different aspects because it's not really a one size fits all to try and explain this to you. So the main answer here is yes, your insurance covers it. As long as you have full coverage insurance, you should be able to use your insurance and that transfers over to the rental car company. Now, there's a few cases where this would not apply, that being like if you're renting a box truck, doing deliveries, things like that, then you really need to take the insurance that is utilized through the rental car company. If you're making deliveries, things like that, again, that's a totally separate ball of wax. Just take the insurance that is offered through the rental car company and you won't have anything to worry about. The other thing is that if you have your insurance is going to cover you, but something you want to be aware of is that insurance is going to report to your insurance company. So it will be on your record. If you take the rental car's insurance, that doesn't report to your record. That goes under the commercial policy that they offer. And so nothing is applied. You don't have to pay your deductible and your coverage is not used, and it just all falls on them. That also being said, if you have where you're in a state where there's higher limits of liability that's required, you could be responsible for that in the event that you have an injury or accident. So say for instance that you have a state that has 2550 as the minimum requirement, and then you have another state that you're going and traveling to that has a minimum requirement of 5100. Well, you could be responsible for that difference. It's just something to keep in mind. Now, as far as the SR22 goes, that's going to transfer no matter what. Again, an SR22 is really just a monitored insurance policy. It reports to the state that you reside in and that you've offended in. And it's just, again, it's a monitored insurance policy. It just reports to them to let you know, or let them know that you have insurance in place or financial responsibility. Now, something to also, as a disclaimer, you want to be aware of, in the event that you have a blower device on your car, you know you're not supposed to be driving that vehicle or you're not supposed to be driving any vehicle without the blower device on it. So don't do it. Get somebody to be able to rent the car and get that person to drive you around. You do not want to risk getting into any kind of trouble. It's a mess. It's in another state. Yes, we can handle it. Don't do it. Just don't do it. It's not worth it. So just something to keep in mind with those things. Again, certain conditions may or may not apply on those things. But if you have questions, feel free to message me. If you want to leave comments down below, I'll try and answer them as best as I can on here. But outside of that, have a great holiday. Safe travels to each and every one of you guys, and we'll see you out on the road. Thanks again.